Alrighty guys, good to have you back on another video of NieR Reincarnation, and today I'm going through the tower, or basically quest 50 specifically. I'm not gonna do the one loadout rules of them all this time because I got bored with the theme and it's nothing really special anymore, and I wanted to try something different. So for an easy clear, I can definitely recommend this team right here. It is basically my 2-character or less loadout with Abstract Wife and Xmas Gale, and I added Griff here as a source of DPS to speed up the run basically. Let's go through the setup real quick. The healing staff, the EX weapon as main hand, is still one of the best weapons in the game when it comes to tower content, because the AoE healing compared to the attack up is really unique and on low cooldowns. On top of this, it has awesome HP stats. That is great. A little bit of attack companion here, but this is used for the heal in case of emergency. Then AoE HP memoirs, as well as on Gale, the same memoirs here. We have a little bit of light damage taken down. Then we have the free 10% HP debris and EX Argo Spear. So we're combining here a little bit of poison and DPS. To kill 2 birds with 1 stone basically. Haha, okay. And on top of that, we have her signature weapon as a sub, and the EX weapon of NieR Re as another sub, giving a little bit of crit rate, but also has pretty good HP and defense values. And then we have Griff here in a HP memoir set, but this piece here has crit rate, the others have HP up. So then we have the Bold Vigor debris, because we're basically staying in Bold Vigor range all the time, so that's why Griff is pretty awesome for this quest right here. He's coming with the Bloody Noel Spear. It has a self-recovery, so that helps with staying in Bold Vigor range, and the Ripper effect for 30 seconds, so that's actually pretty good. So helps us in tanking. Then one EX weapon as sub, and another one. This was actually a free handout weapon with 15% Bold Vigor. That's actually quite nice. And a little bit of damage here with the companion, giving us attack up if in case we need it for the last boss, for example, to burst them down. So that is basically the loadout, and let's jump into the gameplay. So I figured with this team, there's actually a pretty easy skill rotation that pretty much guarantees you to go through this quest without any damage at all to your characters. And this is always start with Gale's weapon skills first, then Abstract Wife. Most importantly, that the heal comes second. So both of the weapon skills of Griff, they are boosted by the temporary attack up. So that helps a little bit, dealing more damage. But also pay attention that you use the heal just right before you use the character skill of Griff. And this is basically the second part of this strategy. So we're using always the same weapon skills here, the same cycle basically. And what we do then as well is to combine that with Griff's character skill, as you see here. What we do as well is basically all the time we use either Abstract F66X character skill or Yuletide Gale's character skill before we go into the weapon skill cycle. Now you can see on the top left on the screen there's a skill slowly charging up, and this is a big AoE hit. So we want to activate Gale just right before we got hit by that attack, because it can be devastating here on the first wave. But as you can see, we tanked that pretty good. And now we're almost done with wave 1. I will speed up wave 2 because there won't be any changes basically. So you can see right here, we always start with Gale's skills, and then we use little bit different this time to finish off the boss with the character skill of Griff to advance to the next stage. We saved the poison, so we can use that now immediately on the second wave to basically speed up this process as well. We get a nice carryover and always end with the Ripper effect, because then you get hit by the enemy and all of the attacks, they basically deal less damage than to you. Now you can see the same here, character skill of F66X, then we go on with the skill rotation, and after this turn we start with Gale's character skill and the same weapon skills again. And whenever Griff is ready, we use his character skill to speed up the process. So let's fast forward a little bit. And now we are all ready to wave 3. We have one Ripper effect left from wave 2, so we just use that immediately. And then the same old procedure as always. Gale CS. First the first weapon skill to boost the second hit a little bit with Boon, and then as well the rest. So nice character skill of Griff in here. And now we get hit twice by the enemy. We wait for the weapon skills to charge up again, and then we start with the character skill of F66X and the same weapon rotation again. We haven't used any companion skills at all this run, because these first 2 units, they are so tanky already. They don't need extra healing, and the bosses, they don't deal that much damage basically. And as you can see here, another character skill of Griff is ready. So we use that first because now you can see we use this 2 weapon skills after, and his character skill is almost already again at 50%. So that is only 1 companion skill and 1 more weapon skill. And we used the healing here because I felt, maybe don't risk it for the biscuit and play it safe. And now we have the last skill cycle, and then we finish the next rotation with Griff's character skill. So now it's a good time to use the attack up companion, and this of course stacks with the AoE healing staff that also has a
here we go.
Attack. And we use the heals to make sure that we stay above 80% HP, all of the party members. And there we have it. Okay, now the work is done, the boss is defeated, and we get all the 3 objectives in one go. And this took me about 6 minutes only, so actually pretty fast for a stalling team. Not that typical 20-minute run that we used to do with the first iteration of the fire tower. That was fun. No, it was not. And that was great. So before we end the video, I will make one more go at quest 50, and this time we're doing a speed run. Okay, we had some chat in the Discord that it would be fun to submit a speed run, and now I'm gonna submit my attempt to speedrun quest 50. The limitations are basically endlessly, so there are no limitations at all. I use whatever I want, I use whatever weapon I want. It's just a matter of clearing the quest as fast as possible. But before I show you the clear, I show you the build. So let's go. Okay, and now a little bit of a speed run. With this build, we can actually clear 2 objectives out of 3. That is actually not too bad, because everyone will be alive at the end of the run, and we have Joker and Yuletide Griff as one-hand sword and gun users. So that is actually pretty cool. I'd have a look at Griff first. So he's wearing the dark memory weapon of Demus and 2 bold vigor weapons here. That comes in handy for wave 1 and wave 2 especially. Bold vigor debris also, that stacks really nice. We have 100% crit rate, 207% crit damage, and the highest attack companion here to further increase his attack. Then we have Joker in a very heavy caged vigor set with the aloof tail and the handout weapon of New Year's Gale. Attack up companion also it works as a dark support, 100% crit rate, 207% crit damage, attack up debris. And then we have Christmas Sario. She's actually quite awesome as a support and also dishes out good damage because she has inbuilt caged vigor with her ability. Then we have ROD Rion Staff as main hand, Outlaw Scraps as sub, as well as her own staff. And that is pretty good. And 100% crit rate, 208% crit damage, and a little bit of light shutdown. So that is that. And let's jump into the battle. Okay. So let's see how it goes. Because Griff is in bold vigor gear and Joker and Sario in caged vigor, I had to rely a little bit on RNG here, so I needed 1 hit against Sario and 1 hit against Joker. We got that here, and then I could move on with the weapon skills against first boss here. I use 1 companion skill to bump up my attack and finish with the second weapon skill of Joker. Now we need a demon tap to quickly advance through wave 2, and we got that just in time. Joker CS, Griff CS, and wave 2 is history. And now we actually have a little bit to stall because unfortunately the weapon skills are not ready yet. And after both of the enemy skills right there, we start our combo with companion, Joker, weapon skill 1, weapon skill 2. We continue with the skills of Sario, and then we quickly tap Joker CS to finish off the boss. Unfortunately, I needed Griff to do the cleanup here. Just 1 more weapon skill and then the quest was done. So sub 1 minute and 10 seconds. I'm pretty happy with this. Sub 1 minute would be awesome, but yeah, it wasn't really possible with this setup. I tried another one with a different skill rotation, but it was too much RNG and I gave up in the end. And I think under 70 seconds, that's actually quite good. So if you have a similar speedrun, just let me know. Reach out to me and I'm happy to see what you did to quest 50. But other than that, I wish you a nice rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed this little fun part here, the first speedrun on my channel. Hey, stay safe and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.